You're also having them knocking at your door like, hey, hello, just ask me. I'm right here. A lot of times they can't interfere, but you think that the answer is external all the time. You think that the answer is always in a reader or in some type of guru. So you're not even aware of the fact that it's happening all around you. The answers are coming to you all around you all the time. And your lack of faith, your lack of trust within yourself, your lack of knowledge with the ability that you actually are doing this all the time, your lack of awareness is allowing you to not see this. Hey, you guys, what is up? Look at my shirt I made, y'all. I know. I've been making my own clothes lately. I've been really, it's just like through this next level of awakening that I've been on, I just wanted to make my clothes. So I literally made this shirt real quick out of some fabric that I bought. And I love it. I love it. Like, what? I don't know. I just know that it's like, it's helping me to tap into my childhood self. I'm not trying to do it without being weird. I actually am feeling myself kind of going into like my alpha brain mode or like pilot mode. I'm kind of like, hey, no, get away from the door so the dog don't bark. So I'm kind of just like zoning out, and then all of a sudden I'm coming up with really cool outfits and stuff. So I was like, what? Okay. Anyways, what I want to talk about today, I wanted to talk about, how do I word this? Spiritual responsibility when it comes to getting readings. Coast, get out the way. Spiritual responsibilities when it comes to readings. For those of you who are either readers yourself or getting readings, let me say this. My guides really want this information to be more in the forefront because it's something that we don't ever really talk about. I never see anyone talk about it, at least. And it's something that we need to really start making a normal thing in the spiritual community because there's a lot of fear around our magic and there's a lot of ego. Um, I can't believe Coast is letting these kids play with his dinosaurs. He must really love these boys. He is letting them play with his dinosaurs. What? Okay. Y'all just don't know. Y'all don't. If you know, you know. Coast does not play with his dinosaurs, and he doesn't even take them out the house, and he's letting these Senegalese boys play with his dinosaurs. He really loves his friends. Okay, so there is really a lack of responsibility when it comes to readers. You can call it medium responsibility, and that is where when we're doing a reading on someone, if you're someone who gets the downloads and who does the reading, you know this. If you're not using your ego to read people, you know that there are things that you're getting in about this person, and there's things that there's a level of consciousness within you that's telling you also, okay, don't share this. Okay, you can share that, but don't share that. Okay, be careful sharing that. And there's this thing that's been happening with a lot of readers where we don't actually listen. Like, we don't really listen. We will tell a person, this person is going to die here, and you're not going to be with this person, and you are about to do this and do that. There are certain things that is not supposed to be told. Even though we're getting it, we're supposed to have a certain sense of spiritual responsibility, spiritual maturity, where we're not just throwing information out to people. And I'm going to tell you why. This is important for those of you who are readers and those of you who get readings, because our job is not to disempower people. When people come to me for a reading, and which I don't even call them readings, I call them intuitive coaching sessions. And when this happens, I want my clients to leave feeling like they are a source, not like I'm the one with all the answers. So if someone comes to me and I'm telling them exactly, oh, you're going to get a divorce this time, and this person is going to die, and if it's news that I know that they could either become obsessed with or really resist, then I'm not creating a sense of power within them. I'm creating a sense of them being lost and confusion. You got to really be careful when you're doing readings. This is also for those of you who are going to be coming into your gifts. A lot of you are watching this and you're going to be reading people. Let me paint this picture for you. Someone goes and gets a reading. Now, most of the time when people are getting readings, the majority of times, people are not getting readings in a sense of empowerment and optimism about their life. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, people are getting readings because they feel a lack, because they have some type of confusion. So people are normally going to readers because they want to know about their love life, or they want to know when are they going to get their money, or whatever kind of situation with some money. So this is normally not a place of empowerment already. So think about this, spiritual worker, spiritual reader. People are coming to you not really feeling empowered and confident. I wish y'all could see this image right here. Four dudes on a motorbike, and they was just so happy. Okay, so um, they're coming to you already like you got the answer. And if you're in tune enough, you can almost um, feel their desperation sometimes, the desperation and the nervousness of what things are going to be. So what I like to do when I first start a session with someone is I like to calm them down. If I know that I'm about to really be giving you stuff, like you actually came to me for me to intuitively coach you, then I like to do some breathing just to calm them down and let them resonate with what's happening. Let them resonate. Sorry, I'm watching my child at the same time. But let them resonate with the fact that everything is going to be okay, and whatever it is that they get is what they're supposed to get. So people are already coming in with this level of anxiety a lot of times, and then you're telling them this information that they either really want to happen or they may not want to happen at all. And so when you're giving it to them like this, and then they have to go away with that information, a lot of times these people are going away obsessing over it. Now, when you get a reading with someone, and every time, and this is what a lot of readers don't tell you, every time that you share your reading with someone, you manipulate it. You make some type of changes, even if it's just the slightest little change. And if you tell someone who has a certain energy about you, whether it be negative or even positive, the wave of change can be even bigger. So a lot of people are not saying that you don't need to be sharing your readings with people. It doesn't mean that no, you never can. It doesn't mean that you can't share bits and pieces of it. But it means just have spiritual maturity when it comes to this. Just think about the fact that whether you really want something to happen or you don't, thoughts are powerful. Our frequency and energy is powerful, and that's what is embezzled in a thought. So when someone is putting thoughts on your desires or certain things that's happening, when you're putting particular thoughts on your desires or certain things that's happening, you are thus manipulating. You're either helping that thing to get closer, or it's becoming further away, and it's creating some type of lessons and some kind of things that you have to get in between. This is how it actually goes. So it's so important to consider this when we're giving readings to people, or when you are getting a reading. If you are a single woman and you've been feeling lonely lately and you've been wanting a partner, and you go to someone specifically to figure out when your partner is coming, you need to be careful. You need to think about if you really want that answer. You need to ask yourself, this is for anyone that gets any reading. Ask yourself, why am I getting this reading? Why do I feel like I need this reading? Be honest with yourself. If it happens to be some type of disempowerment within yourself, I feel confused about this, I'm not certain about that. A lot of us say, I just want confirmation. I just want confirmation. But a lot of times, what you're wanting to confirm is something that you really already know the answer to. You are in a place of lack. You are in a place of fear. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get the reading. I'm not saying yes, get the reading, don't get the reading. I'm saying that it's important to be aware. And I'm saying that for us spiritual workers, for us light workers who are doing these readings, it's important for you to care about your client leaving, knowing that even without you, the answer is really inside of them. And I know that sounds so corny. I know that sounds so monk, uh, yogi, but I mean that. I mean that in the sense that you can get a reading with me and I can give you some revelations that are very true and very real. and um and you could go to sleep and have a dream that gives you more confirmation, or you can have an event that happens tomorrow that gives you even more confirmation. And so what I like to do is kind of open up my clients' awareness to what's going on, because everything is about awareness. Awareness is consciousness, awareness is existence. That is really us. So once you are aware of something, you're having a different experience. Your perception is different. So a lot of times the answer that we're looking for is literally right in front of us, but you're just not aware of it. You see? So it's really good to get into the habit of just being in the moment, being in tune, asking yourself, why am I feeling like this? Why is this happening? What is this for? Because that's going to help for your awareness to grow. And even if you end up getting a reading, which is nothing wrong with that, you can continue on after that reading, being that source of information for yourself, being the vessel that's able to say, wow, I just asked that question and I just got the answer. Being that vessel that is confident enough to ask the question yourself and actually get the answer. Because just like I can tap into my guides, or I should say for me, my guides tap into me and help me to assist someone with their issue or to answer whatever thing that I'm meant to answer for them, it's just like they're tapping into you. It's just like you're tapping into them. It's just like you are reaching out to source and embodying source, because there is no separation. There is no separation. And those great ideas that you have to start businesses and to do certain things that you think are coming from you, they are actually coming from source energy. Ideas do not come from us. An idea is not a physical thing. It is a frequency, very highly intelligent, original, intelligent, spiritual thing. It comes from the ethers. Ideas don't come from a physical brain. They travel through a physical brain. So you're constantly being channeled into source. You're constantly getting answers and getting the answer to the question that you're actually asking. And you're also constantly having your ancestors who have passed, your loved ones, and your guides, your angels. You're also having them knocking at your door like, hey, hello, just ask me. I'm right here. A lot of times they can't interfere, but you think that the answer is external all the time. You think that the answer is always in a reader or in some type of guru. So you're not even aware of the fact that it's happening all around you. The answers are coming to you all around you all the time. And your lack of faith, your lack of trust within yourself, your lack of knowledge with the ability that you actually are doing this all the time, your lack of awareness is allowing you to not see this. What a lot of people don't talk about is how you can get readings and you can kind of get obsessed with this kind of thing. You can kind of get obsessed with getting the answer, especially after you get a reading from someone and then you actually get the answer, like the thing really happens. Then when the next chaos comes around, you feel like you want to do this again and again. Now, I've been getting readings since I was 17 years old. 17 years old was when I first stepped into my journey of reading. Now, I have been channeling since I was 5 and 6, maybe before that, but that's as far as I can remember. So it wasn't anything that I was afraid about. It was something that I know for a fact my guides led me to that. But I also believe that me having the experiences that I've had with the fear, with the readings, and with the disempowerment and stuff, it was all a part of my template that I chose for me to be able to do videos like this and to share this with you guys. So get the readings. If that's what you're feeling, if that's where you're led to, get them. But be aware of how you're feeling when you're going into a reading. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that sun. Oh, look at that African sun. It's going down. I don't know if y'all can really see. It's like, but I want to be clear that I'm not trying to steer you away from getting readings. I'm not trying to steer you away from that at all. This is a service that I provide. I don't call it readings. I call it intuitive coaching, but it's the same thing, and I'm for it. I mean, I have a lot of my closest friends do this same work, and we're always here for each other um, and supporting each other. Shout out to Pat Longo, who I love so dearly, and Jennifer. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. And I'm really happy to be able to make this video and be obedient. And I hope that this video makes sense. For those of you who are new to getting readings, don't let nobody hit you up in their inbox. I mean, in your inbox and tell you that they have a message for you If they can't just share the message, then they don't really have a message for you. They have a money request for you. Okay. For those of you who are thinking that you might be intuitive and that you might are supposed to step into doing readings, embrace it. Embrace yourself. The quicker that you embrace yourself, you might need to find some type of tool. You might need to get some type of tarot card reading, or cartomancy or something. Maybe I personally suggest that if you don't start your journey off that way, your reader or a mediumship journey off that way, if that doesn't naturally resonate with you, I would say don't go out and just do it, because it just means that in most cases you are supposed to get all your stuff intuitively, just strictly from the top of your heart dome, depending on what type of clear that you are, clairvoyant, claircognate, and stuff. But sometimes those tools are needed. And so I want to encourage you to embrace yourself, remembering, guys, that this is the time of awakening. This time, 2024, is the year of great awakening, where so many of you are over the next 30 something odd years, starting this year, but catapulting next year. You're going to be stepping into your gifts like never before. You are going to be having downloads. You're going to be feeling like you're talking to extraterrestrials. You're going to be having dreams that are connecting. It is going to be amazing. It is already happening. I'm always getting clients who are telling me these same kind of things. So technically, it is definitely already happening. Absolutely, it is. Me and my psychic circle, we talk about this a lot. We've been talking about this for about a year now. So it's definitely happening already, but it's going to be happening even more. And if you're still watching this video, you are most likely one of the people that it is happening to, or that it is going to. And that's why you are divinely frequencyly, I just made that up, set up to watch this entire video. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please share this video with somebody, hit the thumbs up. And yeah, until next time, thank you for rolling with me. Peace out.